Hello and welcome back to Planet Crafters. We are playing Planet Humble, the DLC, which is proving to be a lot more challenging than the original Planet Crafter, mainly because I cannot find a consistent way that isn't a pain in the butt to get Iridium. Let me show you exactly what I mean. The only way I can currently find Iridium is by launching a pressure asteroid into the atmosphere, and then... where'd you go? Hold on. Waiting for the asteroids to fall down and then drop Iridium. There should be a couple more floating over in this direction that were from an asteroid that dropped. And then I have to use most of the Iridium collected to make another Iridium rocket, like making an infinite loop of Iridium, the need for Iridium rockets, which is kind of annoying because I'll never really be accumulating Iridium easily. That's a big problem. Otherwise, we're able to get a lot of other resources easily, but just... I don't know, it's kind of a pain. So anyway, we're gonna launch another Iridium rocket right now. Actually, just right there gave us enough for another Iridium rocket. So that's a big wing. But anyway, let me go launch that second Iridium rocket, and we'll just continue that cycle. The good news is it will increase my pressure generation to a pretty nasty level just by continuously launching these silly rockets. But this guy right here, which gives me a pressure multiplier of 1,000 every time I launch it, and it drops down those Iridium rockets, or asteroids. I keep doing that. Okay. So it takes a little while for those Iridium rockets to drop. We'll just let it do its thing. While it's doing its thing, I either want another T2 biodome or another algae generator, maybe, because the optimizer, this guy, that I dropped down at the end of last episode, 500% increases the efficiency of this guy. That's pretty solid. All right, let's see. While those asteroids are dropping, we have T4 heater coming down the pipeline, but just excruciatingly slow. We have T4 drill coming down the pipeline, again, excruciatingly slow. And then pressure is just excruciatingly slow. We need this heater. We need oxygen. All right, well, we know what we have to do. We gotta make a second T2 biodome, and we gotta make it pretty close to the optimizer just to continue to increase that generation significantly. So this is a ton of resources, is part of the problem here though. Just drop this Iridium in here. I'm gonna go grab the algae needed for this next biodome. Luckily that one T2 algae extractor really does a number on growing algae. It's a ton. Okay. We need a bunch of water as well. All right, we should be able to craft 2 bacteria samples. That's the easy part. The 2 fertilizers are the potential issue. So 4 eggplant, 2 sulfur. I actually think I'm good here. Yeah, 2 sulfur, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 eggplant. We're good there. Then all I need is 1 of you. Okay. And 1 more sulfur, sorry. Okay, a solar panel or nuclear. Yeah, let's make a nuclear reactor. So I need 1 more explosive powder, that shouldn't be a problem. And 1, 2, 3 uranium rods. Good. And that should fix energy for at least a little while. Now the next one in line of this, the T2... oh, sorry. Didn't realize that I burned my super alloy. Oops. There. Okay, so the next one in line, we're gonna try to just put it here. I don't know if this is gonna work. But, so does this reach both of them? That's the question. Yes, it does. Do you see when I hover, they highlight green? That means that we should have taken our 11,000 generated up to, what, 17? 18? Yeah. I mean, it was pretty good considering we were at like, what, 4, 5, maybe 3? It's moving. Oxygen generation is then pretty good. It's still too slow for what I need. I need to be 63, but it's moving. We just gotta keep on keeping with the Iridium rockets. Let's go try to find where those Iridium rockets dropped. See if we can grab some more. Yeah, see if we can grab more Iridium. Looks like maybe 4 rockets dropping here. Nice. I mean, look, it could be a lot worse. That's a decent amount of Iridium. and there was a handful more that I wasn't able to grab. So what we'll do is we're gonna just, I think the best thing to do is wait until those despawn before going for the next one, and we'll just basically always be in that cycle of launching, collecting, launching, collecting, launching, collecting. It's not too many resources, truly. It's silicon and a couple of super alloy, which are annoying to make, but we have a decent amount of them. So we'll just do this, and we, you know, just like that, we have 2 iridium rods, essentially 2 rockets worth. Yeah, but you know what? We are burning through that super alloy pretty quickly. We actually almost don't have any left. You know, you win some and then you just lose some. 1, 2, 3. So we could launch 1 more rocket and then we're basically out of super alloy. We got a bunch there. Yeah, we gotta go find more uranite. You know, T2 tree spreader might not be horrible. What can we make? 23 plants per second. Oh, you know what, something we could do? I forgot about this. Automatic message sent to the inhabitants of the Humble by decision, blah, blah, blah. The attribution of ownership of the planet will go to the first corporation to completely terraform it and bring life to it. This decision is irrevocable and made in accordance with the charter of the Galactic Accreditation. All right, well, don't really... Yeah, none of this is useful. You know, there's really very little to do right now until we hit, I mean, T4 heater, I guess, but that's an issue for us because we don't have iridium to do that, or until we hit T4 drill, really. So I'm gonna just do my thing and then I'll cut back in when something interesting happens. All right, so good news. I've been playing for quite a bit of time. You can see everything's getting green, the ground, because that's moss. That's the moss terraformation stage taking over. I do want to show you this though. Iridium, which was the problem, is not as much of the problem now. I just kept launching Iridium rockets and you get more than you'd think from them. So we're okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me just see it. Oh yeah, I reorganized some stuff as well. So I made a couple more storage chests. I started reorganizing a little bit better. We're gonna get 2 rocket engines. I'd like to launch 2 rockets. We're gonna launch our standard Iridium rocket and just keep accumulating. I mean, plus it increases pressure, it doesn't hurt. So there's this one, let's launch that. While that's launching, at some point we had unlocked the plant multiplier rocket and I just kind of sat on it. Let's just go ahead and do this one because it 12 times increases the plant generation speed. We might as well do it. 2 super alloy, fertilizer, lerma, and tree bark. We should be able to get most of that. Although I didn't see the lerma when I was just looking, so I am a little bit worried about that. Oh, there's a lerma. Okay, great. Yeah, so let's throw down... Oh, you know what? I just realized something. It might call down some additional... This rocket might call down some additional asteroids. I actually think we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a minute. We're gonna wait a minute to do that rocket, and instead we're gonna wait for the Iridium rocket to despawn, the asteroids to despawn, and then collect all that Iridium, and then we're gonna see if we need to collect any additional asteroids, if the plant rocket brings down anything. Because, I don't know, maybe it brings down osmium rockets, or, I don't know, something like that. Just trying to look for where these asteroids are. Yeah, a decent amount of these asteroids are falling here. Okay, so we gotta remember this. By the old base, a bunch of asteroids just fell. So let's hang on to that. Next thing that we're gonna do is, I actually don't 100% know. Part of me wanted to go exploring some more, maybe into that ship, but I don't really want to open chests is the thing. All right, I'll tell you what, let's go exploring. I'm gonna just build the rocket, but not launch the rocket. There we go, resources are reserved, it's built. We won't launch it until we can get back here and we can grab the Iridium. All right, where do we want to go travel to? We can go... You know what, truthfully, there's not really all that many places that I want to go. I think we've gotten most of what we wanted to. That puts me in a weird situation. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go and make... I've been sitting on this anyway. We're gonna go and make a mining rig over in the sulfur area. Might as well do it. Iridium, super alloy, aluminum, titanium. All right, by the time we get back from the sulfur area, the Iridium asteroids should have despawned, so then we can fire up the plant rocket that we're just waiting on, hopefully. I don't know how long they take to despawn. And then we'll see if it pulls down any asteroids. Like I said, could be osmium, could be super alloy. Either way, it's good to know because this does seem to be more effective than I initially thought it was going to be. All right, we'll put it right here. Okay, jeez, it didn't let me. And that should be sulfur being produced. Great. You know, I'm here. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of sulfur. Whoa, another oxygen. Oh, another oxygen fuse. Hey, that is a potentially big deal. I'll tell you why in just a second. Okay, that oxygen multiplier fuse is potentially a big deal because they stack. When I say they stack, just in other words, the other oxygen multiplier fuse that I have, oh nice, T4 heater, will compound with this one, and we could end up in a situation where that's 1,000% increase essentially to our generation. Hey, there's T4 drill. Okay, so we got both of the T4s that we wanted and that we were waiting on. T4 drill and the T4 heater. Let's see if we can build either. I have a bad feeling that they're gonna take maybe osmium rods or super alloy rods, neither of which we can make right now. We don't have that technology, so that's my fear. But before we ruin that, let me just empty my inventory. So first things first, I keep saying that. I have to come over here. Where was it? It was here. Now this should take us from, hold on. Currently oxygen is 18.2 ppqs per second. So we go from 18 over to, crap. The T2 optimizer gives you, right. I'm gonna have to make another one of these. All right, well, anyway, before we make this second optimizer, let's take a look at those T4s. T4 heater is great. 2 iridiums and explosive powder, we can do that. And it takes us from 28 heat per second to 538 heat per second. And we can convert any T3 heaters we have into T4s without expending too much resources. That's fantastic for us. What about this one? Hey, never mind, we can do it. It's just 3 osmium crystals. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, we're gonna start with the T4 drill. Okay, we're gonna forget to do this if we don't do it. Let's just do this machine optimizer first. I need my sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a uranium rod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need 2 regular iridium. We need 1, 2, and a cobalt. Okay, putting this down, putting this in. It should impact all of them. It did. I see it highlighted it. And now, if I come over here, we should see that we are 35. It doubled oxygen generation. That's a good deal. Next, let's make a T4 drill. Before we do that, I see the crash sites of all the iridium ones. That plant rocket is just sitting there. Let's go collect our iridium, and then we can launch the plant one and see what type of asteroids come down while we're waiting for the asteroids to clear out. After the plant one comes down so that we can collect whatever comes down, that's when we'll build the T4 machines. We really want those T4 machines because they represent a huge increase in the generation capability of everything, of terraformation score. Almost perfect timing. You can see everything starting to despawn. I think we can still reach everything, all this iridium. And it does stay around for a while. We've already confirmed that. We've confirmed that as these come down, they stay around for quite a long time. I don't think forever, but they stay around for a pretty long time before they vanish. So we'll probably just get this one, and then we'll head back and launch that rocket. All right, I'll grab this, I'll see what's there, and then we'll go back. Yeah, there's a bunch more. I don't have the inventory space, though. I have a full inventory. All right, while we're here, I'm gonna launch this rocket. That'll increase our plant generation by 12 times. We'll see if the sky turns a color. That's when we know that asteroids are coming down. In the meantime, I have to do this. Put this iridium away. And now, let's see, osmium, 1, 2, 3. Sky turned a color. And energy 221, okay. Let's see what comes down. Nothing's really coming down, it's just green right now. Okay, so no asteroids with this one, but it does pretty significantly increase plant generation to the tune of plant is now, yeah, look at how fast it's moving now. It took like 3 hours of game time to get up to 250, and now we're already at 406. And now that'll unlock beehive, butterfly dome, bunch of junk, butterfly farm, tree seeds. Honestly, nothing really all that good, but this is probably pretty good. T2 flower spreader, which will unlock pretty soon. T2 fruit grower is fine. Tree spreader, if I remember, is pretty good. And yeah, T5 stuff, I know I don't have the capability to make. So we're gonna make a T4 drill. Let's just know pressure is 17,346. And now, I remember this sucker being pretty big, so. Okay, 17,346 up to 44,886. That's pretty good. That's really good, actually. Pressure is gonna get us gas extractor relatively soon, and then we really want ore extractor. So we should probably make another one of those pressure generation, because T2 machine optimizer is cool, but we don't have fuses anyway, so it doesn't matter. Nuclear fusion generator is great, but we don't have the capability to make pulsar quartz, and we haven't found pulsar quartz, which means this heat track matters a lot less. Oxygen matters a lot less. Pressure is the only real one that we truly care about. Oh, biomass spring. Yeah, so we're gonna try to make another one if we have enough. We're gonna make a second one of these big pressure guys. They're very useful, and I know I can. Okay, 72 now. That's gonna move that pressure pretty significantly. We did get T2 flower spreader, 325 per second, plus we can put in a multiplier. So this is actually pretty good, because we could put a seed in that multiplies it by, say, 3. So say it can be up to 1,000. Then we can multiply it again by the efficiency optimizer thingies. So that T2, that flower spreader is pretty good. Super alloy is the problem right now. Osmium is now a problem. Iridium is good. Uranium is fine because we can launch a heat rocket and we'll be fine there. We'll get to gas extractor really fast. And you know what? We'll actually get to ore extractor pretty fast as well. If we can get more osmium, sure. Super alloy rod is coming up. And then osmium rod is all the way up there. Oh, that's brutal. We did fully get moss. We're on flora and we're moving pretty quickly. So you know what we can do? We can see what this new tier did for chests. We can go and find a chest somewhere, see what's in it. We didn't explore over this way, and I wanted to see if there was anything up this hill over here. You'll see what I mean in a second. Wanted to see if there was anything over here. I can't remember if I went in this direction, but I really don't think I did. We could go around this way. Probably wouldn't hurt. And along the way, I'll get my living enough for a living habitat. Let's see what's over here. Might be something good, might not be. We have, whoa, what the heck? What is this? Wow, I have no clue what this is over here. A lot of bauxite, I like that. Bauxite is for aluminum. Sorry that it's dark, guys. I don't have a way to, I think the bed maybe clears up the darkness, makes it daytime, but I don't have that luxury right now. Got the gas extractor, that's great. This kind of goes down into this area. I'm a little bit nervous to go down there just right this second. I can't see anything and it's dark. So we're not gonna go down there, but I will go up here. We'll see what's on the top of this, if anything. No, I don't think I can get up there from here. Now, this is interesting. We just unlocked a little bit more of the map, this dusky area down here. That feels pretty significant. I'll leave this base here because undoubtedly we're gonna come back here eventually. For now, we won't worry about it. Interesting though. Yeah, so that's a very dusty area. It's hard to see anything. What are you? Oh, a mushroom. Huh. That's cool. We have naturally growing mushrooms here. Right, because flora, we're currently in the flora stage, I believe, of terraformation. So we have naturally growing mushrooms. That's great because we needed mushrooms for a lot of stuff. Super alloy. Yeah, there's a ton of mushrooms growing. I do wonder if they grow back. It would make sense if they did. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we've done enough. We have oxygen generation booming. We have pressure generation really booming. Heat's not doing much, but we can get there. We just would need to build a couple of those heat guys, which is this one, which we can do, by the way. So we'll do that. Oh no, we can. The super alloys are a little bit weird. We'll definitely do that. And then biomass is cranking, right? We have kind of unlocked biomass a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, that's 80 tons. We can do a little bit more with plant generation from the T2 flower spreader. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's 45 plants per second. So that's a pretty significant increase if we want to make this. I think we will in the next episode. And we'll continue with biomass generation. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.